Our correspondent, Brian Carter. Now, Brian, this has been going on for a while. Can you give us the latest of what's going on there?
Yeah, hello, Isabel. I'm at the Brussels airport. As you can see behind me, there are a few workers from Ryanair who are gathered here. They're giving out flyers to some of the passengers to tell them about what it's like to work at Ryanair. There are about 250 flights canceled across Europe, as you said, in Belgium, Italy, Portugal, Spain, the Netherlands, and Germany. As in the previous strikes that happened over the last few months, it's a dispute between workers and management over pay and working conditions. The main issue is the fact that most of the Ryanair workers are employed under Irish contract, which is less beneficial to workers. And so the main demands of the workers is to be employed under local contracts where they work and live. And this is also a demand that's been asked by the European Commission to Ryanair. Ryanair has engaged in collective bargaining with some of the unions in some countries, but the workers say that it's not enough and that it's not fast enough. To tell us more about these working conditions at Ryanair, I'm joined now by Sarkis Simonian. He's a former cabin crew member at Ryanair. Sarkis, thanks for being with us today on the show. Can you please explain to us what it's like to be a cabin crew member at Ryanair?
To work as a cabin crew with Ryanair, you start already with the training, which is very hard. It takes like 8 weeks to be good performing in the status of a cabin crew. In the beginning, it's very nice, I can say, like every type of company. But then after, when you realize what is the real conditions, then you get disappointed, and this is the result what you can see today.
What are these conditions? How much do you get paid? Or how many hours do you work? What are the main conditions?
If I take an example, you can work like, for example, a month for 200 hours, but you will get paid just 90 hours because they are just paying you the flight times and not the duty time, which means that you're working very hard and then you just get paid only when the flight go on, and the delays and cancellations you are not paid.
Sarkis, you were recently fired from Ryanair. By Ryanair, they say that you actually performed poorly and that you had some unjustified sick leave, but you say that you were fired for a different reason, right?
Of course, it's a pure defamation what Mr. O'Leary said, which means that all my sicknesses has been certified. And beside that, my performance was excellent because I have the proofs of that, which will be presented as well at the court. So all the lies and all the story that he's telling every time when he's giving an interview, now the people will see the real situation and the real statistics of working with Ryanair, actually.
Thank you, Sarkis. So as you see, Isabel, the labor dispute between workers and management is still going on. Mr. O'Leary, the CEO of Ryanair, has recently threatened the workers here in Belgium, saying that if the strikes continue, that he could diminish operations in Belgium, which would cut jobs. But the workers that we managed to speak to here in Brussels say that they will continue fighting for better pay and better working conditions.